Hello. So today I'm going to design a simple house, a simple structure, very simple. And this uh, this tutorial is mostly for beginners. If you are a pro, this is not a video for you. This video is for beginners. So we are going to design a simple house using Archicad. First things first, you have to install Archicad in your computer. So me myself, I'm using Archicad 28, the latest. You will click here on the new project, create a new project from temporary, from latest project. We'll just keep to temporary Archicad 18, new. Yeah. And that is so. As I said, this video is for beginners and we will learn practically. So I will design a simple house. Hopefully you will get to follow and maybe copy what I'm doing, and at the end of the day try to come up with the same output. So we will go from Archicad to Lumion. This small design we will render it as well. So we will start with Archicad and then Lumion. So we have design tools here. We have viewpoint, we have documents, we have wall, lab, beam, column, windows, doors, objects. In objects, you can find there furnitures, fixtures. We have everything in Archicad actually. We have roof, stairs, morph tool. We will have a tutorial about this tool. It's have a full tutorial about this morph tool. Today we are going to use these simple objects, these simple tools. We will use wall. We will use lab tool. We will use door tool. We will use windows. We will use roof, and we will use mesh tool. So we will have these 6: wall, door, lab, windows tool, and the mesh tool, roof tool. We'll use these 6 tools to complete our design. Like I said, it will be just a simple design. So when you want to start drawing in Archicad, as a beginner, I will advise you to have a simple sketch of what you are going to design, of what you are going to draw in Archicad. You will need to have a simple sketch because it is very tricky to have something in your head as a beginner and deliver it directly to the application. But if you have a simple sketch on a piece of paper maybe, and put some dimensions on that piece of paper, and then we will come and apply it in the application for beginners. So let's start. Let's go direct to it. We will start with walls. Okay, just go and left click to wall tool, and then we have a setting dialog here. layers, geometry method, reference line, structure, flowing section. We will see all of that. I will see all of that, but every design tool has its setting. In the setting is where you get to change the structure of your tool, you get to change the dimension, you get to change the height, you get to change a lot of things. But you can also use this toolbox, this one, to adjust all of those. So we will see more of this toolbox later. Okay. But now let's concentrate with this setting dialog. Okay. Open it and then you will see geometry and positioning. So geometry and positioning, mostly you will adjust the height, how it's gonna appear, how it's going to appear, at which story, at which story your wall is gonna be or start from, the thickness of the wall, the angle from geometry and positioning, and you will get mostly for beginners you just use this geometry and positioning and then go straight to model. That's it. No need for complication. So let's get straight to it. Come here, you just have to pick the structure of your wall. We have basic wall, we have composite, we have complex. Now just stick to basic wall. Thickness, it can either be 230 or 150. It depends on what kind of partition, what kind of material you are using. Now this dimension 230 or 150 is when you're using blocks. Is either 150 or 230. But when you come to partitions like wood partitions, or let's say boards, you will have different dimensions. So let's use block work. For block wall, let's use 150, and this is the height from ground level. Now you can either choose, this is where your headroom will be, so you can either choose, it either stays that way, 3000, that's 3 meters. Most of the dimensions are in millimeters. This 3000 is millimeter, so if you convert it to meter, it's 3 meters. Now you can adjust. You can also adjust this. You can let's say add on the top, see, or if you want for it to go down from the top, you can minimize by adding a negative. So it came from 3 meters to 2.5. As you can see, there is a negative here. Now this is the dimension from the top. Now if you don't put this negative, the height will increase. But if you apply this, you put the negative, it will deduct. Simple mathematics. Plus, it will increase the height. Negative, it will deduct. And 0, it will come to the default height. And this is a dimension from ground floor. So from 0 level, you can decide it's either it goes up from ground floor. So when you put, let's say 500, the wall will start from 500 millimeter above ground level. Okay, and if you put if you put a negative here, it will go 500 millimeter below ground level. So that's the logic. Okay, now let's not concentrate with that. I said this will be simple. I will keep it as simple as possible. So we already set it to basic, put the thickness of our wall, and it's 300. Just leave it as it is. Go to model. Here you can select what color your wall you want your wall to look like. What color you are applying to your wall. So this is not, as you see, even if you click it's faint, so you can't actually select until you unlock it. So if you unlock this, if you left click this, it will unlock the surface option, and you can click at that option and select. Actually, it depends on the version of Archicad you're using. For 2080, you will have to choose list view or folder view, but I prefer list view. So we have so many points here. We just have to choose one. So let's say I pick light gray. This is the outside surface. So for inside, let's put white gloss white, and also gloss white for inside the surface, inside the wall. Okay, so that's it. Model and the geometry and position, only those two. So if you click OK, then you are good to go. But as you can see, there is this reference line location. Just click escape if you want to remove that. You can also delete. Let's say you left click and then you left click again. If you want to delete, so the cursor won't be active on wall tool, because if you click a tool, you can find that the cursor has changed to, it has a plus sign, a cross sign. Now this cross sign detects that your mouse detects that you have selected a certain tool. So if you click, it will specifically put that tool in your interface. So to remove this selection, you have to press escape. See, now your mouse is free to go. So you have to, if you want to delete, just select and press delete button in your keyboard. You can also select, right click and delete. Okay, select, right click and delete. Okay, so let's select wall tool again and see these geometry method and the reference line location. So In geometry method, we have this straight, we have straight wall, we have chained, we have rectangular, we have rotated. Okay, now this is straight wall, this is the chain, this is rectangular, this is rotated wall. We can let's see. Let's see what is chained, rotated, straight, rectangular wall. If you place it at straight, this is a straight wall. Okay. Now straight wall, it will just give you a certain path. One path. You can type in your dimensions. Actually, if you right click, if you left click, you can choose the direction, x-axis or y-axis. You can add your dimension, let's say 5,000, and then enter. Just type 5,000 and then enter. Okay. So this is straight. In straight, you just left click, and then if you get in your position, you left click again. That's it. That's your straight wall. Now chained, number one, straight wall. Now chained wall is straight, but it will keep on it, it's straight, but if you click, okay, let's see what chained will do. So this is chained wall. As you can see, if I left click and I left click again, it still has a wall tool. You can go to different locations, different directions, with different. You can even type you can even type the diameter at every direction. So it's either you click twice at the same position. See if I click twice here, or you can go and click back to where you started. Okay, that's the difference between chained and straight. Either click back to where you started, or you double click. Okay, that's chain. And the rectangle is just a rectangle. Oh, see, you click, then you decide. You can even add a dimension. Let's say I want to go 5,000 to this direction, and then press the down key, add this 3,500, and then enter. Okay. If you want a square, let's say 2,500, enter. Yeah, you have a square. Just simple like that. Now rotated, you just have to press a line first. See, a line. Where do you want your? It's like a rectangle, but you decide the path. Let's say I want it to be in this path. So if I left click again, we have something like this. See? And again, you can add the dimension to anything. You can add the dimension to each and everything. That's Archicad. So by seeing, you can select and delete this wall tool. About reference, we have outside face. Let's go back to straight. We have outside face. See, this is the outside of wall. It points from outside. It takes the reference from outside of the wall. Okay, so this is outside. This is inside. Outside, inside, outside face. But if you come to click there, if you come to center, that means the reference will be at the center of the wall. Center of the wall. If you come to, if you select inside, that means the reference will be inside. So this will be inside, this is outside. Okay. But I mostly prefer to use the center. Okay. A bit more realistic. Okay. So let's select wall, center, straight. Okay. Now let's start designing. Let's start designing.